And then the last thing that we can get through from tomorrow's agenda is Governor Liaison Reports. Anybody would like to talk about anything that they've done between or up to or before, or anything related to your liaison reports? We'd love to hear. Governor Peterson.
Yeah, no, doing the Zooms has kind of become a natural habit with the different sections and committees. It seems to be going well. In any event, the last one I attended was a district court municipal committee. Definitely a fun group to be part of. But yeah, things are going well.
Great, thank you. Anyone else? These liaison responsibilities are kind of a primary thing that gets us out into the communities, lets the sections, committees, boards know that we're interested in what they're doing, and it's the conduit of information from them to us that allows us to help them and them us. So they're important responsibilities. They're also quite fun. I enjoyed my time interacting with different people and different boards. And so I'm encouraging you all to continue to do that even in this COVID world. Governor Dresden.
Thank you, President Cicchetti. I have a couple of quick liaison reports. One is which is following up on something I mentioned last meeting, which is that the Office of Civil Legal Aid is expecting, there's a Senate Bill 5160, both the Senate and House passed it. It's awaiting signature by Governor Inslee, and will provide funding, or at least funding is expected at about the level of around $11 million. And that's for a right to counsel for indigent tenants against whom unlawful detainer actions have been commenced. And what that means is that with all that, with the significant new program, they're going to be hiring a new staff person, and they are on their way to expanding as imagined in my report from last month. So that office is on the move. And the international practice section reports that they and this is a result of sort of everyone being on Zoom, that they were able to put on two truly international COEs in the past couple months, one from Vietnam on the Vietnamese legal system, and one from Brazil on data protection in Brazil. And that is my report.
Thank you, Governor Dresden. Anyone else? Look around for virtual and actual hands. Not seeing any. All right, Executive Director, Governor McBride.
You almost got away, Kyle, but so I'm on to the senior lawyer section, and I'd like to take credit for doing something, but actually Kevin Platchey fixed a problem for them with their executive board selection, and I appreciate him jumping on it pretty much same day. And Kevin, I think you brought somebody in from the staff to work on that too. So if you could give them a little shout out, it was much appreciated by the section. So thank you.
Yeah, I'll give a shout out. Am I off mute? Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah, I will give a shout out to Julianne Unite, who is also very helpful, the member engagement manager at the bar, who assisted me in resolving their problem quite promptly. So thank you, Julianne.
Thank you, Director Platchey. Governor Stevens.
Thank you. So I continue to meet with the Civil Rights Law section, and I was just pulling up their agenda. The section is certainly, I think, moving forward with expanding its connections with various communities around their work. They have a value statement that they have now worked on and can be found on their website. I want to thank Kevin Platchey. I think there was one area in the value statement that we wanted to make sure that the section didn't get ahead of itself regarding issues in terms of unfortunate statements, comments, or actions by members of the bar when it comes to issues of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And I think the value statement got reworked, and that's very good. They have an upcoming CLE that they're actually, the Civil Rights Law section is going to be working with the World Peace Through Law section on a war on drugs, mass incarceration CLE that's going to be happening, looks like a half day in mid-April. And the section is also working with the environmental law section on a law school networking event. And the connection there is environmental justice. And so they're working well there. One question I had, and maybe someone can help, I think the section is having at least some challenge with open positions for the election calendar. And I was just wondering, I don't know if someone can speak to that, but I was wondering if we're still having challenges, at least in terms of getting people to volunteer for various positions.
Governor Stevens, are you talking about governor positions or?
No, I'm talking about the section, the sections. So they're trying to recruit people to fill open positions on their executive committee. And I know that was an issue. I know that's an issue for the section, but I was wondering if that was an issue across the board, that people were having challenges in terms of volunteers for those positions.
Director Platchey, would you have any information on that?
I think I see Julianne's hand up. I don't know if she was.
Julianne Unite.
Yes, hi everyone. I can answer that question, Alec. So firstly, the Civil Rights Law section did reach out to us and we've extended their application deadline, primarily because there has been, not a lot going on as far as recruitment. I can say at this point across the board, I think that rings true for most sections, as well as some of our other committees, boards, task forces, et cetera. So it's not uncommon. I also think it's something that, we've been monitoring over the past few years, but we're doing what we can to try and, increase the ability for people to participate by extending deadlines if we need to.
Okay. Do you see any connection with the challenge of COVID in terms of that? But I just noticed, we have less opportunities to actually do face-to-face, so it becomes difficult. But I don't know if you make that connection or not.
We haven't made that direct connection, but I think that's something we definitely will look into. And then, of course, I'll work with Paris, our volunteer engagement advisor, to see if she's also recognized that. I think just across the board, the volunteer opportunities and applications have been lower, for the past few years, even pre-COVID. So it's definitely something to look into. Thank you, Alec.
Thank you, Julianne.
Okay. Any other governors wishing to report back on any involvement with their liaison assignments? All right. Not seeing any. Executive Director Nevitt, is there anything else that we can accomplish today that would shorten our day tomorrow?
Potentially you could do governor roundtable, but other than that, I think that's it.
Why don't we save that for tomorrow, since one, it's late, and two, perhaps folks would like to give that more thought before doing it today. So with that, it's 4:43. We'll go ahead and recess for today, and then get started again tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Thanks everyone for showing up. We had a great meeting, I think. Very perhaps difficult issues to deal with a little bit, but I think we did it very well, and we did it with respect for one another, which I think is an accomplishment for us. So thank you for all of that, and I will see you tomorrow.